My name is Bobby Phillips, and today is the 16th day of Jan. That means it's the 16th episode of my 365 days challenge. Today, the topic is the 8 things that any dad can teach their son. But before that, I would like to wish all the Indian soldiers for the Army Day. It was on 15th of Jan 1949 that India recognized Field Marshal Kodendra M. Cariappa. He took over as the first Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army from General Francis Roy, who was the last British Commander-in-Chief of India. I would like to wish on behalf of all Indians to our brave soldiers fortifying all our borders on the west, north, east and south, because of whom we Indians can sleep peacefully at night. Thank you so much. Coming back to the topic of today, the 8 things that any dad can teach their sons. Moms play a very important role in a child's life. As today the topic is about what kind of role that a dad can play in a son's life. With all due respect to all who are single moms and who has taken the role of a dad in their life, please, this video is also for them. For a son, from the day he is born, when he goes into the kindergarten, he's been seeing a lot of teachers. 90% of the teachers in a son's life are women. Get to learn from moms and all the teachers a women's perspective. But what can a son be taught by a dad? The first and foremost point, explain how important it is to win and lose. Only a dad can teach these kind of things from a masculine perspective. Play games with your son and teach him how important it is to win as well as lose. It is okay to lose. He can learn from all the competitions and his friends, but how better it is to learn these tricks of the trade from his own dad. If he loses, you teach him how to get up and fight back again. Teach him those masculine qualities of how to bounce back after a defeat. Because life is a journey and you've got to learn, and how beautiful it will be if we can teach to win and lose with pride and accept it. Point number 2, the right attitude towards women. It is what a dad can teach his son. Take him to buy some flowers for the mom. Teach him by experience. That is the most beautiful thing that you can give to a son. Point number 3. Teach about man-to-man conversation about love. No doubt that moms do teach them, but they have a different flavor. They have a different perspective. But as a dad, when you teach your son about love, he will sit up and look and take everything that you spoke from a different perspective. Talk to him about your first love, your first date. He would love to listen to it. He would love to understand that. As a teenager, his son would want to know from his dad, who is his best friend, what love is all about. It will groom him. It will groom him to wait for his right girl in life who can bring a spark into his soul. Number 4, teach him how to stand up in life. Teach him how to fight for his rights. Teach him when to let go and when to fight for his rights. Teach him when to roar and when to walk away from a conversation. Because when dad teaches that with practicality, that is exactly what a son needs. A son desires to hear from a different perspective. Moms can teach everything. But when a dad steps in and makes him feel a part of him and teaches him through the practical narrations of his own experience, that is what a son would take it on board and run with it and treasure it in his soul forever. Teach him through your experience that kindness is not a sign of weakness. Teach him that. Number 5, enrich him with new sensations. Did you know that at the tender age of 6 months, a child understands the touch of a woman and a man? The mom would embrace him, caress him, give him love. But his father, when he steps in, he would step in with a different perspective, a different angle. He would spin him around, put him onto, throw him up in the air. Then the mom will be shouting with horror. A father can do all those things that mom would seldom try. So do it. Play around with him. Toy with him. Run around with him. Hug him. Lift him. Throw him in the air. Catch him. These are the things that a son would love to experience with his dad. Number 6. Teach him some of those male tricks that most of us guys can wow a lady. Even a small thing like starting a grill, or hammering a nail on the wall, or repairing the car. There are certain things that a guy would love to do that a woman normally doesn't. So teach him those tricks. You know what? When there's a party and if you go out there and start the grill, your son will get 100% wow factor from everyone who's sitting out there. Teach him those small male tricks that will create a wow factor in his life. Number 7, master the tricks of domestic chores. For example, teach him how to shave, teach him how to wear a tie, teach him how to iron his clothes. And also, if possible, teach him how to cook. Men can also cook. Teach him those tricks because it's very important. Number 8, which is the most important thing of all. Help him to find his own view about life. Support him. Support him for his own growth. Let him dream. Be that figure behind him, telling him that I will always support you, son. You run your own race. Find your own narratives in life. Your son will love it. Support him all the time because they have their own journey. They have their own perspective. Moms do have their own views, but when dad brings in his views, it's a totally different ballgame. As much as the parents, the mom and the dad have different philosophies in life and a different perspectives of life, of course, when it comes to taking care of the child, both must be on one side. But when you give your suggestion as a dad, he comes to know that there is also a different perspective, like a man, think like a man. So these are the things that we can provide to our kids. These are the things that a man should teach our son. How to love, how to take care of women is very important in life. Teach him how to respect them. Teach them how to take care of them. There is no point in criticizing a girl on what she is wearing. If you can educate your son and bring him up in the right manner, that is what will matter a lot at the end of the day. So on that note, this is Bobby Phillips from Sydney signing off on the 16th day of Jan 2022 in the 365-day challenge. Thank you so much for being there, and thank you very much for supporting me in this journey. I look forward of hearing back from you with a lot of comments and love. Thank you. Take care. See you in my next video. Bye. Today the topic is sofa. Okay. Today the topic is from who was the last British. Ladies and gentlemen, please, on behalf of us, and due to which, because of whom, because of what he wants, a child would receive an abundance of visual, forget it, that's not